Hi, good morning. It's August the 27th, 2015. I want to talk to you about our spring package coming up. We have the height of the spring races kicking off this weekend. We've already had a couple of weeks of lower level action. And at www.horseracingaustralia.info, we're going to keep you up to date. Just to give you an example, let's have a look at the Caulfield races this weekend, where the track is slightly damp perhaps. Probably no worse than a soft 5, but in all possibility a dead or a good 4. Okay, looking at the first group race, it's a Group 3 and it's in Caulfield Race 4. Here we've got Prince of Brooklyn, has had 2 starts for 2 wins. Morphettville back in May, very good performance and rated a 53.5 before beating a weak field at Swan Hill 3 weeks later, and then being put out and brought back for the spring. So Prince of Brooklyn has opened at $4.40 this week and is already into $3.80. So obviously they're expecting to do very well in this race. He's drawn barrier 4, hasn't raced at Caulfield before, but he's trained there. A number 2 Gold Symphony, a very good winner for us in our first week of our spring package, and that was at its last start. Got a good win up at $6.50 it paid, and matter of fact it eased from favourite out to the $6.50, didn't stop it from winning. And if you look at the pattern of racing here, you can see it came from 3rd on the turn and got to the front and didn't give in. Back here at its first start in Mornington, and that was on a wet track, it was 6th to the turn and it won by 2 lengths. Obviously it wasn't a great field because they've only rated a 29.4. The last 2 starts are 45.4 and a 49.5, which is good for this time of the year. The other competitor in that race is Ready for Victory, which won at Flemington, coming from 7th on the turn back in March. Went to Rose Hill, did finish on, but could only finish 4th, beating just under 2 lengths to Vancouver. And Vancouver was in absolutely inspiring form at that time. Had one more run on a wet track, possibly had enough by that stage of the preparation and didn't do that well. However, it's still the second favourite and it's $3.90 out to $4. Now, what I didn't tell you was that this particular horse here, going back to Gold Symphony has eased from $7.50 out to $8 and represents fabulous each way value if you like to look at it. Okay, looking at race 7. That's the next race we're going to look at. That's another Group 3, and that's for the mares. And in this race we've got Griante, which last start led him to the turn and was looking really good in the straight, and then fell away to be beaten 2.5 lengths. The caller said it had dropped out to last, but that was probably by the time that it had pulled up, so don't worry about that. If we have a look back here, on the 7th of March this year, second up, have a look at the ratings, 68. 3rd to the turn and got home to finish a winner by half a length in absolutely brilliant form, brilliant time. The interesting thing about it, it must be improving because at Sportsbet it's already firmed from $12 into $9.50, and as you can see it's a massive field. Okay, so that's the basic information. Now what I want to tell you is that at horseracingaustralia.info you can click onto our online store and order the spring package, and that will be delivered to you for a cost of $895 from now until the end of November. Now, people who started up 2 weeks ago had already just about got their money back in the one day. Now you can choose email, access to the website, or SMS to your phone. $895 gets all the information for the spring, our full analysis of all the best races right up until the end of November. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you.